Hi, I'm Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Welcome to our Sober Saturday live stream for August 2nd, 2025. Those of you who are new, this is just 30 to 45 minutes of restorative yoga, followed by a body scan meditation. Everybody, all ages, all abilities are welcome. It's just deep soothing for your nervous system. With no further ado, let's get moving, uniting our body and breath with some cat-cows. Inhale as you sink into the saddle of your back. Exhale as you round into cat. Begin uniting your breath and body here. Very quickly while we wind up or warm up our spine. Pretty much everything you need to know about us, including our websites and how to get in touch, is in the description of this video. You'll notice I've turned the comments off. That's because I want to keep this a sacred, silent space for us to relax. It does hurt the channel a bit, so if you'd like to help the channel, we always appreciate if you can give us a like, subscribe, and share this content with others it could help. And once we get moving, I will try my best not to talk a whole lot from here on in so that you can focus on your movement and your breath. We're going to wind up our spine a little bit more. Come into a nice plank. So your shoulders are nice and straight. You're at the top of a push-up. Your back is nice and straight. And you have the option always here to drop the knees. That makes it a little bit easier. We're going to do a little mini flow where we chaturanga down. Come into a cobra. Observe where you're at as you just gently twist side to side. With your next inhale, round up through your spine. Spread your knees wide. Come into a wide leg child's pose for a few breaths. And then come up out of this one. Give me 2 or 3 cat-cows. Inhaling as you sink. Exhaling as you round. Return to a neutral spine. Come back up into that plank. Remember, you have the option to have knees down or keep your elbows in as you chaturanga. Place your belly on the floor. Come up into a cobra. Hips down. You can add a little twist from side to side or hold center. And then this time as you push back to your child's pose, once you get here, feel free to walk out. Your hands to either side if you like. You can always stay stationary if you like to. Please feel free to personalize. These sessions are for your relaxation. So we're not necessarily trying to get more flexible. This is nervous system healing. One more time through that sequence. Cat-cow. Uniting breath and body, checking in. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual temperature. Just observing where you are. Detach. Don't judge. Return to a neutral spine. Push back to plank. Chaturanga. Give me a cobra. Push back to child's pose. And come on up. And just take an easy Sukhasana seat. We're going to do a seated twist to either side. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. You can rotate your wrists as you bring your arms down. Start by just bringing them behind your sit bones. Elongate that spine. And then just take one arm to the knee and twist behind. And deepening this twist slightly. Bring that leg underneath. That leg that was in front comes up on top. Once again, back arm forms a second spine. This time, give your front knee a hug. Breathe here in your Matzi twist. Releasing out of this one, before we go to the other side, we're going to go into a single leg forward bend. So place your legs in a Janu position, palm of one foot against the other. You can use a strap here. You can wrap your hands, or you can simply lean forward, keeping the spine straight. You can use a bolster to support your low back if you have lumbar spine issues. We'll hold each longer pose for a minute or two, perhaps a little longer. Focus in on your breath. When you're ready, come out of this one. Lift up and over to a gate. Mindfully explore how that stretch felt in that hamstring. And then we're going to get that twist to the other side. So bring this leg to the inside. Once again, sit nice and tall. Place your hands behind you. Elongate that spine. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. And feel free to rotate the wrists as you twist. Deepening this a bit now. Cross this leg over. Back arm, second spine. Wrap that front arm around and look back. And coming out of this twist, we're going to take that single leg forward fold to the other side. And when you've had enough, come out of this one. Reverse it with the gate as you explore the effects of that pose on your body. And come onto your knees. I'm going to do a bit more for your spine. We're going to do some mermaid poses, a few breaths on each side. Inhale. Interlace your hands overhead. So shift your weight to one side, creating a C with your body. And take a breath or two here. You can look up. When you feel called to do so, take that to the other side. And we're going to come around and sink into a child's pose for about 2 minutes. You can use a bolster if you'd like, or work without one. Introduce movement, or sink into stillness. Focus on the breath. When you feel ready, just transition this to a thread the needle, lifting one arm up. You may wish to keep the hips elevated puppy style or sink back. And when you're ready, you can switch sides. Taking your time, checking in with yourself. Very gently bring yourself out of this one. Maybe introduce some gentle movements, some shoulder shifts, check in with your back. Now we're going to come into your pigeon or sleeping swan. Just bring one leg up and through. Your heel may be in close, maybe up more parallel. You also have the option here to take a deer pose variation if you prefer that. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. When you're ready, gently make your way out. Take your time transitioning to the other side. Maybe introduce some hip circles. Breathe into your hips. And when you're ready, take the other side. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Take your time coming out of this. Check in with your hips again. Introduce some movements. Anything that feels right and natural. We're going to make our way onto our backs. We're going to go into banana asana. So you're going to take your feet, place them towards one side of your mat, while your hips go to the opposite. Create a big letter C with your body. Arms curving up like a letter C, so that if you were looking yourself from the top, you would look like a banana. Focus in on your breath. Elongating those exhales. And just allowing yourself to sink into the safe, healing space of your yoga mat. Take 1 or 2 more breaths on this side. As you transition to the other side, elongate that body, stretch long in the middle, and then shift yourself to the opposite side. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And once again, as you extricate yourself, pause in the middle to take a nice long stretch. And we're going to go into our half settle next. If you don't like half settle, I invite you to lie on your side, grabbing an ankle to pull one leg back. You can also lie on your belly and do the same thing. If it's within your practice, what you're going to do is take the palm of the foot, place it against the mat. If you're able to lie back, that's great. If it's more comfortable to sit up here, it's also an option. One or two more breaths here, please. Take your time releasing this one. Take a moment to explore. Maybe introduce some gentle movement, maybe some windshield wipers. Before switching to the other side. Take one or two more breaths here, please. Take your time, gently releasing from this one. Again, perhaps introducing some gentle movements, or just kind of exploring how that leg feels. We're going to finish with some supine twists. Couple of options here. You can simply lift one leg to 45 degrees and cross it over the body while extending the other arm. You can do a double-legged version. You can also cross your legs, twisted roots, as if you were sitting in a chair. Take the option that feels right for your body today. One or two more breaths on this side, please. And when you're ready, slowly make your way to the other side, pausing in the center, just to check in with yourself. And remember, you have options. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And as you return to your back, before you take your final resting pose, falling into Shavasana, or whatever final resting pose you'd like for our meditation, take a moment to pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug of self-love and appreciation for choosing this healthy option. And then tuck yourself in for your meditation as if you were tucking in a child. Find your most comfortable position, be it Shavasana, another lying position, or maybe even a comfortable seat. Support yourself with pillows. Cover yourself with a blanket. Feel free to squish a pillow or stuffed animal to your chest. Ask yourself what you can do in this moment to make yourself just 1% more comfortable. And take this special time for you to make those adjustments. Once you settle into place, and settle into stillness. Simply bring your awareness to your breath. Observe the natural pace of each inhale and exhale. Noting how one picks up after the other ends. On and on in a continual cycle of breath. See now if you can breathe now in a continuous cycle. One breath, one inhale, immediately beginning at the tail of each exhale. One long, smooth, continuous breath. As you draw your awareness to the center of your forehead, the expanding awareness to your eyebrows, temples, and breathing into the intricate muscles behind each eye. Sensing the sides of your jaw, your upper and lower teeth, the tip of your chin, your Adam's apple, and the base of your throat. Sensing your right and left collarbone, your right and left shoulder blade, and your right and left shoulders. Sensing your upper arms, your elbows, forearms, and your wrists. Sensing the tip of each thumb and tracing awareness around the tip of each finger. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sensing the palm of your hand, the back of your hands, the space around your hand. Can you sense where your fingertips end and the space beyond them begins? Bringing your awareness back to your heart center, the right and left sides of your chest, the right and left sides of your waist, and the rich complexity of your hip joint. Sense your upper thighs, the complex joint of your knees, your calves, and your ankles. Sense your heels, the sole of each foot, and the tip of each big toe. Sensing each of your toes in turn, all 10 of your toes. Sensing where your toes end and the space beyond them begins. Drawing your awareness to the base of your spine. Walking fingertips up your vertebrae to the base of your rib cage. Breathing relaxation into all the muscles and connective tissues between the spine and the ribs. Sensing your atlas at the top of your rib cage, the back of your neck, and the base of your skull. Sensing the right hemisphere of your brain and the entire left side of your body. Breathing into the right hemisphere of your brain and the left hemisphere of your body. Shifting awareness now to the left hemisphere of your brain and the right side of your body. The left hemisphere of your brain and the right hemisphere of your body. Sensing the whole of your physical self, your toes, your fingertips, your spine, your core, even your hair and your scalp. Introducing a sensation of heat into the physical body. And if you wish to drift off into sleep, I invite you to end the recording now. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Blink your eyes open. You may wish to roll onto your side and remain there for as long as you like. Taking your time, returning to the world, and carrying with you this deep sense of inner peace. Thank you for sharing your Saturday with Only in Sedona Yoga. Have a great rest of your weekend, and namaste.